Hi again. Can you believe we're already in week 5? I mean, this season is sailing along, and we're glad to have you involved with our Pigskin Picks again, brought to you, of course, by Lee and Associates Commercial Real Estate. Well, there were a couple hundred winners last week. Congrats. And here's what we think will happen this Saturday. Gamecocks are home to Arkansas.
Warren, this is almost a must-win in any sort of bowl equation for the Gamecocks as I see it, and I think as most people see it. South Carolina, to Will Muschamp's discontent, cannot run the ball or stop the run, and those are two key things in the SEC. So to me, the way you correct that is with some creative play calling. I'd like to see Hayden Hurst be at least targeted 10 times at tight end in this game against Arkansas. They have to get that short passing game going, and Warren, I kind of think they will, and that the home crowd will them, if you will, to a close win over the Razorbacks.
It's funny, I thought the Gamecocks looked better losing last week than they did winning the week before. Will they be able to stop the Hogs' pounding run attack? They're hard to figure because there are so many injuries right now. I'm going to pick the Chickens just because they're so unpredictable. That's the best reason I can come up with right now. Gamecocks win a wild one. Wake let Florida State get away last week, I thought, Gene. This week the Deacs play Clemson.
Yeah, Wake Forest is legitimately a good team. I think they're going to end up with a nice bowl trip, especially relative to their history. But the problem is that Clemson is absolutely outstanding. If they had a vote today at the College Football Playoff Committee, I think they'd be #1 and not Alabama. They have 3 wins better than anything Alabama has right now. And it's not too early to start looking at that. #1 gets to go to New Orleans. #2 is going to go to the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. That's not a bad deal either, but I think Clemson would rather play in New Orleans. And it's not style points, but just keeping on winning. And I think this is homecoming, so I think Clemson comes out and has a good performance.
Well, this is not your daddy's Deacon team. Their defense is stout. I say Wake might even lead at halftime and cause some serious Tiger fan kind of a homecoming heartburn, all right? But Clemson will roll in the second half. Look for Ray McLeod with a punt return to kind of break things open, all right? Tigers stay undefeated. The Citadel lost for the first time last week.
Yeah, and they really got punched in the mouth coming out against Samford, 28-0 in the first quarter. They're going to have a big start here against Mercer. And again, the home crowd, as it will help the Gamecocks. I think it helps the Bulldogs here, getting those cadets riled up and behind the squad. And I like Brent Thompson's team to come out and play well and get a good Southern Conference win this week.
I think this is a dangerous game for the Dogs. They gave up 4 TDs, as you referenced, in the first quarter last week. Do they clean it up and get back on track? I'm not so sure, but I'll pick the Cid to win at home, to remain in the conference race. So there you go. I hope you'll look for all 10 picks in Gene's Saturday's column. And we thank you for playing as always, and good luck.